Love it. All right. Let's see if the comrade can jump in now. Comrade, hello. Motherfucker. So, all right, something's changed on your end, comrade, because...
Here we go.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
All right. Can you hear Kale? Kale, say something to the comrade. Say something enlightening.
I can hear him. Good.
All right, good. Well, there you go, gentlemen. I've got the phone set up for, we'll have some calls later. Shout out to the folks jumping in. Let me start the podcast recorder here. I want a jacket in
I guess you already knew
San Diego, jacket in. I've been watching too much South Park, Kale. I'm having problems.
I don't have a problem with that one, huh? I don't
Damn.
think I've ever watched an episode of that shit.
Really? That's a great series, man.
But I used to really be into a damn Family Guy, so that's weird.
That's not weird.
I don't know. I just never caught on to it.
South Park is hilarious. You should watch it. The whole Jim Cornette loves it. If Jim Cornette loves it, it has to be good. All right,
Well,
so
there you go.
There you go. Yeah. Let me move over here. Okay. Comrade, what are you doing over there?
I'm laughing at Twitter because you know Mark Ryan, right?
That guy's a douche.
Well, Nick Francona, Terry Francona's son, who's like, he worked in baseball.
Right.
Well, Mark Ryan's had some horrible takes on the whole baseball, negotiation stuff, and so apparently Nick follows me. So apparently he saw them and he basically called out Mark Ryan, and collected all his tweets, these are the worst baseball takes I've ever seen in my life. And then some guy jumped in and goes, you should have seen. He tried getting the guy fired last year because he disagreed with him on Twitter and found out the guy owned his own company. Then someone else jumps in. Yeah, he did this. It's like this is why Mark Ryan's a douche. Twitter thread.
Mark Ryan is a complete douche.
Tony Schiavone was very upset about Major League Baseball today on the podcast. Because he used to be the minor league announcer for the Gwinnett Stripers or whatever.
What a piss name that is.
Yeah, I know. It used to be anyway. He was talking about we got NHL's got a plan to get going again. NBA's got a plan. NFL obviously has a plan. He says that Major League Baseball. He says these guys are all sitting around in New York having a dick measuring contest. He said, meanwhile, he said if I hadn't got out of the baseball business, he said I'd be in trouble.
Deep shit. Yeah.
Basically.
Well, I think they have a deal in place now, but they never get along, and they're going to go on. They're going to have a strike or a lockout in 2 years from now too, when the new CBA is up. They just don't. They're the only sport that's like that, where management and the players hate each other. They just hate each other.
My thing is, what's up with the minor league players this year? So
they just don't get to play. They're not going to have a season, right?
So next year they'll just be back at the same damn level.
I guess so. It's weird.
Comrade's better at this stuff than I am, and I would think that they would reevaluate them and see where they are. That would be the big thing.
You don't have many guys you drafted. Only had 5 draft rounds.
Right.
Okay, so there's not many guys going to take their spot. Really, you're a year older, so it's gonna be all messed up. It's going to be really strange, and especially in the off season this year. Yeah. I don't think that they're going to sign many free agents. I think the owners are going to collude. They won't they'll cover their tracks so they don't get in trouble for colluding, but they're going to basically say, hey, don't go spend your ass on free agents this offseason. So you're going to see guys like Mookie Betts and, they're
going to get the shaft.
They're going to get probably a lot of 1-year deals probably until the new CBA comes into play. So it's going to be weird. I'm glad the Red Sox decided to take this year as their shit year. The Red Sox planned this perfectly. The Red Sox did nothing last offseason and got rid of Mookie Betts. And it's almost like they knew a pandemic's coming and we're going to bitch about money. The season's going to be 60 games long. We'll pick this year to rebuild. Brilliant by the Red Sox.
All right. I don't want to talk about any more baseball because it fucking depresses me there, comrade.
NASCAR ball, you're wrong. The owners are the problem.
You think the Gwinnett Stripers is a shitty name?
Yeah, why are you calling them the fucking Stripers?
Okay.
It's a fish, right?
Yeah, it is. It's bad. I'll tell you a story real quick. Okay. Bill Shanahan, who is the Lexington County Blowfish GM, was the GM of the Blowfish back in the Capital City Bombers back in the day. He taught a class I took at USC, okay?
Yeah.
And so he took a sports administration and marketing class. And so every time he'd bring up stuff, I'd roll my eyes because he, like the weird baseball names. And I'd roll my eyes. He'd watch me roll my eyes. He goes, Mike, listen, I've already got you at the game. You're a baseball nerd. You're coming. I don't care if you don't like my names. I'm trying to get the family of 4 that doesn't know what baseball is to come to my ballpark. You're going to come. I can call them the Donkeys, and you're coming to the game because you're a baseball fan. So that's the whole thing about Minor League Baseball. It's like you're doing it for the fringe baseball player to come to your game, not for the diehards.
Okay, well,
there's a team. They have a team. I think it's a AA Eastern League team up into the area where we go on vacation. It's based in Allentown, and they got a really cool name, the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs.
Iron Pigs, yes.
I mean, awesome. I guess that's kind of cool, but Stripers just doesn't work for the Braves. I'm sorry. All right, well, it's just fucking shitty. Now, I'm trying to be positive tonight, gentlemen. We're going to talk football tonight. Of course, welcome into the Rob Comrade and Kale show. I'm Rob Sanders, your host on this show, representing the Clemson Tigers. Winners of 2 of the last 4 national championships. 2 co-hosts that have been talking. Of course, the most hated man on Facebook, the Comrade Mike Dobreski. Mike, say hello.
Hello, it's great to be a Gamecock. Just landed a big-time offensive lineman. I call him Anthony Munoz 2.0. If you don't know who that is, young kids, go Google Anthony Munoz. Okay?
Yeah, I think
you don't know who that is, you
congratulations
youngsters.
on beating out fucking East Carolina
Hey,
for him. Kale
diamond
Hall
in the
is
rough.
the other. He's not a God.
Diamond in the rough.
Kale Hall also joins us this evening, known by Carolina Jackpot on YouTube. Kale, welcome to the show, buddy.
Thank you. Great to be here. Great to be a Gamecock. My second favorite night of the week is upon us. So, once again, hanging out with my boys. It's ready for some fun. Ready for some football, man.
Is going to be – I think this is going to be interesting tonight because we're going to draft our own team, like a fantasy draft, for the SEC and ACC players. So – we'll have, what was it I said, guys? I want to make sure. You got 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 2 wide receivers, a defense, and a coaching staff. So we'll have 6 rounds. We're going to do that in just a moment. And then we're going to have
I'm kind of pissed.
Why?
I'm kind of pissed that we don't get to draft a fullback for crying out loud.
That's because nobody has a fucking fullback but you.
Oh, that's not true. That is not true. And I thought about boycotting this show tonight over the fact that you did not include fullback in this draft, but I showed up anyway.
You can draft a fullback as a running back.
We'll be bringing fullbacks back into college football this time next year.
Fuck
it'll be all about fullback.
No, it's not. It's not going to be about that. It's going to be fuck a fullback. Nobody.
We are bringing it back.
Anymore.
Bobo.
The last great fullback was Mike Allstott from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I love Tom Rathman back in the day. I love Tommy Rathman.
Yeah, well,
that guy.
He doesn't love you. Dennis online says, I stopped to let you know how much I hate that stupid rock and ramp in Death Valley. Dennis, I don't really care what you like, sir.
That's not the other. That's the other Dennis Wilson.
I know, but he's down in Miami where we had drive-by shootings and players have returned fire. I don't want to hear any shit from you, Dennis Wilson.
Anthony Keith Harrelson says Michael Dobreski, I guess it's me, is still in the 80s. the 80s were great, Anthony Keith Harrelson.
They were
greatest decade. Greatest movies, greatest music, greatest sports, and we actually had I won't go into that. But we'll just see what of that.
Dennis, their stadium with the rock and all that, maybe a shithole. At least it's on that damn campus. Your shithole's like 10 miles away from your campus, sir.
Oh, speaking of the 80s, real quick, movie suggestion. If you have not seen it yet, HBO, Max or whatever it's called, Blinded by the Light. If you like the 80s and you like Bruce Springsteen, check out Blinded by the Light about a kid in Great Britain who's Pakistani who discovers Bruce Springsteen's lyrics and like it changes his whole life. It's inspirational. It's a good father and son story. Good father and son. If you like father and son stories, you like the 80s, Bruce Springsteen. Check out Blinded by the Light on HBO. 2 thumbs up from the comrade.
Holy shit. Okay, well, there you go. I hope they had it in Russian so you could understand it.
Noah Sheldon 500, Georgia fan says South Carolina will never be anything meaningful. Okay, so you lose to them. So, I mean, what does that make your team? I mean, it's a valid question and a valid point.
Who's Noah's team? Noah's
Georgia
dog?
Bulldogs.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But, why do Bulldogs talk junk about the Gamecocks? Go away.
I don't understand. The one team who shouldn't say shit to South Carolina right now is fucking Georgia. Jesus Christ. South Carolina had 2 SEC wins last year, Vanderbilt and fucking Georgia. Shut up. Beth says you can boycott the rest. By the way, let's thank our sponsors. We will start with Dennis Wilson from DNC Trucking and Transport.
Hey, we beat Kentucky, god dang it.
Yeah, we did beat Kentucky. Eyebrows.
We had 3
don't
wins.
forget that.
Okay.
You shaved your eyebrows off because of that.
I did. So there you go. Sorry, I forgot.
I knew something seemed to miss.
Well, you won't beat them this year, so.
Yes, that's true.
Comrade, we're gonna do the bit for Dennis Wilson so we can get to our draft, sir. Of course, Dennis Wilson, DNC Trucking and Transport, the No Spin Zone segment with the Comrade. Comrade, read away.
It sucks to be a Gamecock. I wish I had a man with the character that Dabo Sweeney has to run my football program. The NCAA approved preseason camps to get underway. I am utterly depressed. This means Will Muschamp gets to start his swan song. I am the reason Cal Hall pisses in his sink. It's utterly shameful to be a Gamecock. Go Tigers.
That message courtesy of Dennis Wilson, DNC Trucking and Transport. I want to thank also our patrons, Lawton Swan, Thomas Dana Young, Stacy Camp, Hamps, stupid. Keith Harrelson, Jamie Phillips.
Camp's daughter.
Camp's daughter. Probably so.
Her daddy,
Tabitha Sims.
Her daddy had that home run that time, man.
Yeah.
And Robert Knight also. Lisa Sester Harkins, Jeff Pritchett, Christian Young, Eddie Hicks, Sally Donegan, and Melanie Bookhart. We appreciate them. Also, Callaway's Bar and Grill out in West Columbia. You guys go by there and check them out. Great food, a great atmosphere, retro video games, everything you need to have a good evening out at Callaway's in West Columbia. Callaway's Bar and Grill.com. By the way, later on, we'll take some phone calls, but first, ladies and gentlemen, this is our we're going to try this evening, and we're going to have a draft, and we're going to see who gets the best team put together. So each one of us will pick over 6 rounds, 1 quarterback, 2 wide receivers, 1 running back, 1 team defense, and 1 coaching staff. And then we'll put it to you guys and see who you think gets the best team.
This is going to be a bit difficult once we get past about the 3rd round.
Right. Well, this is only SEC and ACC players. So I put that out there. So it's only ACC and SEC guys. I mean, if you want to know.
Puka Williams from Kansas.
Puka Williams? No, hell no.
I'm just worried that one of you bastards are going to take the Gamecock coaching staff before I do. That's what I'm worried about. Don't you dare.
Nobody's taking that shit show.
Don't you dare touch
All right. So here's what I thought we would do. Since Kale got to pick first last week Sunday when we did our picks for the draft for the actual teams.
He gets to pick first again tonight, so we keep things consistent, right?
Oh, damn.
Is that the way you want to go? All right, Kale, you can pick first. Kale gets the first pick in the RCC draft for your SEC players. Kale, who do you select first?
We're doing SEC players?
SEC or ACC?
Or
one or the other.
The 2 extremes.
You can do one or the other.
Okay.
First pick.
I'm picking a quarterback, correct?
You don't have
no,
to.
you can pick whatever you want.
You can pick
draft whatever you want.
You can pick Boom Staff if you want to.
I just put down what we were going to draft as 1 quarterback, 2 wide receivers. You can pick whatever you want. Doesn't matter.
Go with Boom.
Okay. With my first pick, wide receiver, I'm taking Jamar Chase from LSU.
That's a hell of a pick. Good pick there, Kale. Jamar Chase comes off the board. Being that I am a gentleman, I will let the comrade pick next. Comrade, who are you taking with your first pick?
Jesus Christ. So I really didn't want this to happen.
You can't pick him.
I know. Well,
Jesus isn't going to help your team.
Listen, because, unlike Rob, I am the unbiased voice on this podcast for years. Okay. I give you my predictions and my opinions based on facts and not biasness. Okay. So I want a quarterback. Quarterback's most important. Okay. And it pains me to say this. But the best quarterback in the ACC, in the SEC, is the long-haired freak from the upstate. And I like him too. I'm starting to like him a lot. I'm kind of glad this is his last damn year because I hate liking a tater. I'm going to be a fan of his in the NFL, I think. Wherever he goes, I'm going to be a fan of his. I like him a lot. But don't erase this and don't announce this to anybody else. I'm going to take Trevor Lawrence as my quarterback.
All right, so there you go.
I've already won this thing. I've won it.
You have not won this thing.
Just won it.
You've taken Trevor Lawrence. So good
I
pick.
feel the same way as Mike does. Like I said it in a video a while back, and it doesn't really have anything to do with anything else, but, I have no reason to dislike him. I mean, it would be easy if he was, as good as he is and he were a big dick, but, I mean, quite honestly, I don't know that I've ever even heard him speak. I mean, I'm sure he has. Yeah. But he seems pretty humble. So
he seems very humble to me.
He's easy to like, I guess.
We're doing this just like a regular fantasy draft. Since I'm picking third, I'll get the first pick in the second round, right?
Oh, well, how gay is that?
That's the way that
they don't do that. They don't do this in real life. You don't.
That's the way that it works.
Damn, we're not doing some. That's not whatever.
Okay, well, I don't care.
I'm going to win. It's fine. It's fine. Do it your way.
That's the way that. Okay, that's the way that things get. That's how they do in fantasy drafts.
Well, I mean, sure, but they don't do real drafts that way. Like they're going the NFL draft,
comrade.
I know. I'm just saying.
Okay, then shut your hole.
I thought we were being real GMs. Real GMs, you don't have that.
Shut your hole, comrade.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, so with my first pick in the Rob, Comrade, and Kale draft. At wide receiver, I am taking Terrace Marshall from LSU. The guy had 13 touchdowns last season, and I think he's going to be strong. So give me Terrace Marshall. And then with my first pick in the second round, I will take Sam Howell from North Carolina. And then now it goes back to the comrade. And then comrade next picked.
All right. So, you know what? I got a quarterback now, and I believe I believe having a quarterback, and I want to give him. Do I want to give him a weapon, or do I want to get a defense? Do I want to get defense or get a weapon? I'm going to give him a weapon. I'm going to give him Devontae Smith of Alabama. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do right there. Trevor Lawrence, Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith from Alabama. Okay. All right. And Kale, you get the next pick. What do you got, man?
Well, I guess I better go out and get myself a quarterback before they're all gone. So I am going with Bo Nix from Auburn.
Interesting.
I thought you would have went with Kyle Trask at Florida.
I think Trask is trash. I'm not a big fan of Trask.
He lights up Gamecock ass.
He was a backup.
That doesn't fucking mean shit.
It lights up Gamecock ass. Just saying.
That doesn't mean a whole lot. That doesn't mean that's not a
shit against us.
All right. So as we move into the third round, let's see here. It's my pick in the third round, right?
No, I thought it went back to me.
Go back to Kale.
I'm sorry. you're right. It goes back to Cale. Cale, who would you like with the next pick, sir?
Okay, I need to get myself a defense, and I'm going with the defense from the University of Alabama.
I almost took them. I was going to take them. Took the receiver instead. I was close.
Good Alabama's defense.
Good pick, Cal Hall. I'll take
All right. So, Comrade, it's your pick, sir. Who do you got?
You know what? I'm at this point now. I want to get myself. Shit.
Oh, you're fucked now, aren't you?
You know what? Oh, God damn it! I don't want to take another
messed up,
computer. Oh God, I hate myself. Shit. I'm gonna go ahead. Damn it!
You really don't know who the fuck you want?
I can't decide. I know what I want, but I can't decide what direction I want to go. Give me Travis Etienne.
Okay, that's a good solid pick. I noticed the Comrade is all about Clemson. I mean, pick two Clemson players. So for the final pick in the third round, I am going to take Najee Harris from Alabama, who 2,377 yards last year. Just an outstanding player. I would have taken Travis Etienne over him just because I like Travis Etienne, but Najee Harris is a hell of a running back and a very easy pick for me as we move along here. The next pick in the fourth round goes to me, and I am going to take the defense for the Georgia Bulldogs. So give me the Georgia Bulldog defense with the fourth pick. And I mean the first pick in the fourth round. Comrade, you are up, sir.
I'm going to go ahead and take LSU's defense.
Okay. All right. Might be a solid pick there. Cale, your pick, sir.
How are we doing offensive lines, or were we doing?
We're not doing no lines.
We didn't do offensive line.
Rob don't think they're important. Rob doesn't think they're important.
I didn't think the Comrade knew what an offensive line was. He's been watching South Carolina football for years. I just said one quarterback, two wide receivers, one running back, one team defense, and one coaching staff. So right now,
we get one running back.
One running back.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to take Kylan Hill from Mississippi State.
That's a damn good pick. The guy had 437 carries last year. I know they got a different coach there, but that's a hell of a pick there by Cale Hall. Cale, you've got the next pick too, by the way, for the fifth round. Who are you taking?
Okay.
So you need a wide receiver and a coaching staff.
I'm taking wide receiver Daz Newsome from North Carolina.
God damn it. That was my next pick. Fuck off, Cale.
Fuck you.
Fuck off, Cale. Actually, Daz Newsome is a great receiver for North Carolina. 10 touchdowns last season. So good player there for Cale. All right. So for me, I get the pick of the litter on the coach's staff because my team will be regardless here because I've got the next two picks. So I've already got one wide receiver, one running back, and a quarterback. My next wide receiver on the board here, I like De'Ami Brown from North Carolina, but you know what? I'm going to go with Sage Surratt from Wake Forest.
Bastard.
What a great pick. What? It's a great pick.
Where's the paprika at?
Where's the paprika, motherfuckers? Sage Surratt is my pick there. 10 touchdowns last season. Very versatile back that does a lot of stuff for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And finally, I take the Clemson coaching staff, best coaching staff in the country, hands down in my book. So there you go. Up next for the Comrade, you are. Wait a minute. Yeah. Make sure I've got all your players here, Comrade. Trevor Lawrence, Devontae Smith, Travis Etienne, the LSU defense. And then who you got next?
I got a receiver left.
Am I missing a player for you? Lawrence, Smith, Etienne, LSU. Did I miss a player? I think I might have.
No.
Who'd you pick last?
Last I picked LSU's defense, isn't it?
Okay. All right. Well, who do you got in the 5th round for your next pick?
I'm gonna take. I get an all-purpose back, kind of receiver/receiver. Can I take?
Yeah, if you want to call him your receiver, you can do that.
Give me Kadarius Toney from Florida.
All right, Kale.
Sleeper this year.
You've got one pick here. You got a coaching staff to get. Who you got? I did go out of order, I think, Beth, but TikTok. Several good coaching staffs out there.
I'm going to take the coaching staff. This won't be a surprise to you. I'm going to take the coaching staff from Louisville.
Good pick, Al. Good pick. Louisville's a surprise. Louisville's for real. Mark it down.
Hey, turn water into wine.
Water. Well, Comrade, you're taking Will Muschamp, right? I mean, you're going to sell Nick Saban.
We'll see.
It's your pick. How about it? It's your pick.
Okay, I got a coaching staff left. Okay, listen, I got a quarterback right now who is talented. Yes, is a great leader. And I want to match him up because in real life, he's matched up with a coach who the coach has to learn from him, and I want him to learn from a coach and learn from somebody who is socially responsible and also a great man. So I'm taking the coaching staff of the University of South Carolina, Will Muschamp and Mike Bobo. I think Lawrence with these running backs and receivers. With Bobo's mind, Muschamp's integrity, I think it's a perfect match right there. I'm taking the Gamecock coaching staff.
All right, so we're going to recap what we got here, and then we're going to let folks, if you're over here in the chat and you're watching, tell us which team that you like the best. The Comrade has Will Muschamp's coaching staff, with Kadarius Toney, the LSU defense, Travis Etienne, Devontae Smith, and Trevor Lawrence.
That team's not losing.
That team is the Comrades. Jackpot went with Jamar Chase and then Bo Nix. The Alabama defense, Kylan Hill, which was a solid-ass pick, Daz Newsome, and the Louisville coaching staff. I went with Terrace Marshall, Sam Howell at quarterback, Najee Harris at running back, the Georgia defense, Sage Surratt, and the Clemson coaching staff. So there you go, guys, over there in the chat room. If you would like to, someone wants us to pick the NC State coaching staff. Yeah, I'm not feeling that.
Yeah, Dave Dorn, dumbass.
NASCAR Vol said that Colin Hill didn't do shit against the Vols. You know why? That's because he was intimidated by that 100,000 plus in Neyland Stadium. Okay, it's just almost just like playing Jerome Pruitt-led team is almost like playing the '85 Bears or the '71 Dolphins. There's really not a whole lot of difference. So that's what happened. That's right there.
Well, we've got one vote for my team. That is from NASCAR Vol. So we're taking calls now, by the way. If you want to talk about who you would have taken, 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. Is there a player you did? What?
Nobody here took a Miami player. Well done. Well done,
Yeah,
three
that's
of us.
because Miami's a shithole.
Well done.
No one wants anyone
I'm
from
proud of
Miami.
the three of us. I am proud
Fuck Miami.
of my hat.
I like their quarterback, but I mean, I just don't know how he'll do. How he's going to make the transition from the AAC to the ACC.
Right.
So I think he's a player, but
Jamie, he's asking Kale to pick the South Carolina coaching staff. The comrade took the South Carolina coaching staff.
I beat him to it.
There's that. Yeah.
Beat him to it.
He had the option and he chose Louisville. So there you go.
Not bad. Louisville's for real.
Bad.
I told you, Louisville is better than UNC this year. Mark it down. Louisville, this is ahead of UNC this year.
Dennis Wilson likes Comrade's team just because he has Lawrence and ETN.
And don't forget the coaching staff. Don't forget the coaching staff.
You better hope that they throw him out of it. By the way, you are welcome to call in and tell us who Comrade should have picked for his coaching staff, or tell us which team you like. 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905 is the number to call if you want to join us here tonight. Is there a player that you wish you got that you didn't get, Kale?
No, I'm good with what I got.
Yeah. Well, it's from the people that have commented. Brock likes Jackpot's picks. Best picks are the best outside of QB1.
It's got me at 3. Brock, you're smoking something. You are
smart.
Something.
So far,
he's not smart.
He's smart. He's a smart guy. All right. Well, let's head out to the phones. Let's see what comes on the line here.
Beth,
Caller,
you don't get no vote.
Show.
Beth Ingram, you don't get a vote.
Caller, welcome to the show. What's going on?
I don't think they're there.
Fuck that fullback. Nobody wants the South Carolina fullback. Come on. Yeah. Well, hey, appreciate you calling into the show, man. Thanks so much. All right. So he likes my team. There you go. There's another one.
I didn't hear him. Did you hear him, Cal? I couldn't hear
a thing.
Yeah.
You didn't hear him. Oh, well, that's weird. You should have heard him. He did tell me that he liked my team, and yeah, there's that. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I mean, he said that he liked my team. So
I think he said he probably liked my team.
No, he didn't. He didn't like your team. All right. Well, Tennessee Tomcat likes Jackpot's team. Imagine that. There you go, Jackpot. You got a guy that likes your team. Look at that. I mean, that's pretty cool. Beth likes my team. Not much love for the Comrades team. In fact, everybody
I can't
hates
believe
the Comrades
you taters are so against Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne. See, it's all because of the hate of me. That's what it is.
It's not the hate of you.
That's what it is.
Nobody hates you.
If you pick my team, then you're picking yours, Rob. That's true.
But I didn't have a chance to get your team there, comrade.
I know my team's
the
too
way
good.
that it worked.
Too damn good.
Oh man, you're crazy.
I know, Walt likes Bo Nix, so he has an NFL arm. He's an NFL talent.
Mm.
We all know how.
You know what I've gone with? I didn't think I'd get Trevor Lawrence. I thought I'd get the third quarterback. To be honest with you, you know what I was going to take? I thought about taking because I'm going to make a bigger point. So the Heisman Trophy, for example, it seems like, I mean, I'm not sure how often this happens, but it seems a lot of times a guy from nowhere comes out and wins it. Like last year, for instance, Joe Burrow, he wasn't really a Heisman favorite, right? I mean, he wasn't anywhere. I mean, I like to see what his odds were last year at this time. So
it wasn't even in the honor of
okay.
the others worth mentioning category.
So obviously Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields are the two big favorites, right? And more than likely, probably one of them will win it. All right. But if you're going to tell me, their odds are favorite odds, so you're not going to get great odds on them. But you're going to tell me, listen, I'm going to roll the dice and take a guy out of nowhere that has the potential to come out of nowhere. The guy I like, he's at 50-1 right now, is Kellen Mond. I could see him putting it together. He's shown flashes. A&M's got an easier schedule this year. I could see him having that kind of season where he puts it together. I don't think A&M's going to be really great. They might go 9-3, 8-4, but put up big-time numbers. Maybe Lawrence and Fields don't play the whole year. Maybe one of them gets nicked up and they miss some games. And he puts up big numbers. I could see him as a long shot. 50-1 is a pretty good odds. I like that kind of
pretty good
for his talent. So that's kind of the guy I was thinking. So I thought about taking him as my third quarterback if Lawrence was taken or all that stuff there too. And I know Cal took Bo Nix. I probably took Kellen Mond if the quarterbacks were gone.
Yeah. It's not bad when you really stop and think about it. So there you go with that. Well, gentlemen, that was kind of fun. I'm going to keep these. Jamie, let's see here. Lisa likes my team. Jamie likes Kale first, and then me. Keith says the teams aren't bad. It's the comrades' shitty coaching staff. Destroy says your team sucks because you have Boom. I mean, everybody's taking a shit on your team because of the coaching staff. Comrade.
I have a great. You don't understand this coaching staff this year. Is going to be on a reel with Bobo in line and Mush. They're going to gel this year. They're going to gel this year. I mean, it's going to be on a reel. Marshawn Lloyd's going to go off on people.
Marshawn Lloyd's never taken a snap in college, comrade.
So either did I can name some guys who didn't take snaps in college that did very well.
Neither had Trevor Lawrence.
There you go. Thank you.
For himself, though.
Thank you very much.
Well,
I don't think Cam didn't take a snap in college at Florida. We get in the field, he's one of them. I don't know. But anyway, Cam Newton kind of came in, pretty well.
I don't know if I'm feeling that or not, but yeah, there's that. Well, gentlemen, what else? Did I have something else I wanted us to go? Oh, no, I don't think I had anything else. This was fun. We'll be back at it. When are we doing this on?
Father's Day.
Yeah. You guys want to do a show on Father's Day or take Father's Day off? Make a choice.
We took Mother's Day off, didn't we? Should we take Father's Day?
I don't remember.
Off? We did take
Mother's Day off. I don't remember. Did we take Mother's Day off?
We did.
I don't care. Well, then if you don't want to do a show Sunday,
I think we should celebrate ourselves and take the show off.
Yeah, all three of us have children, even though I think Kale's son is grown. Kale, you got a big old boy, man. He's bigger than you are, big tall kid.
Yeah, he called into the show. He called into the show Sunday night too.
Oh, he did?
I didn't even know. Yeah,
you didn't even know he called?
Something about the Nevada coach or some shit.
Yeah, he did call. So your son called into the show and trolled you.
He called into the show.
That's some funny shit right there. That's really funny. Eventually. My kids will call in the show, but they'll be calling in asking for shit. Hey, Dad, can I have some more time on my phone? That's what my kids will do. They won't be calling to talk sports. That's some funny shit right there, Kale. Now, you didn't even recognize his voice. What the hell?
No, I think I wasn't thinking about him calling in at the time, so I guess I just didn't catch it.
Holy shit.
Or I might have been over at the sink at the time, so I don't know.
You might have pissed it in the sink. All right, so we'll keep these teams and see who had the better of it once the season gets back to us here. But this was some fun tonight. We'll take off for Father's Day, and then we'll be back at it a week from tonight, and then we will go from there. Gentlemen, with that, I think this show is a wrap.
Bye, guys.
Bye.